Begin.
Box your arms, stand up tall like a tower. Inner thighs pull together. Tailbone is heavy as if you have a tail. Pull that tail towards your heels. Ribs are over the hips, shoulders are over the ribs, neck is long. Keep that length as you sit down for footwork toes. Press out to pull in. Press out to pull in. Inner thighs wrap together. Every time the legs straighten, feel those inner thighs drawing together. Pelvis is heavy and still. Torso is quiet. Inhale as you press away. Exhale as the carriage comes in. Reach. Reach to the inner thighs. Booty, belly, inner thighs are drawing together for the rest of the work. Everything's activating. Footwork arches. Go ahead and get that stretch in the top of the shin as you press out. Legs are drawing together. As you press out, inner thighs work. Sits bones pull together. Sits bones pull together. Sits bones pull. And pull. And pull. Connecting to the center line. Heels. Flex those feet. Shins are firing. As if you're standing on a wall. Every time you come in, pull your toes away from that wall. My hands are representing that wall. Keep your feet away from my hands. Knees are pulling together. Sits bones are still pulling together as you stretch. A lot of things happening here. Press and pull. Tendon stretch. Feet and legs are together. We're in parallel. Everything comes together. Let the carriage come in for a moment. Let the carriage come in for a moment. Look up, look at your feet. Bring your feet to the center. That's it. Now press out, straighten the legs all the way. And lower and lift the heels. Lower, lower, lower. And lift, lift, lift. Lower, lower, lower. And lift, lift, lift. As you lift, draw my fingers together. Pull my fingers together as you lift. Sits bones are drawing together. As if there is a string attached to your heels. Pulling that string up to your sits bones. The ribs are heavy. Ankles stay touching. Staying into your center line. The 100. Keep those heels high as the carriage comes in. Legs are long. Elbows pull into your waist. Head and shoulders come up. Legs come up. And here we go. Press. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Reach into those straps. Focus is back on those sits bones. Pull the sits bones together. Pump those arms bigger. Bigger pumps, bigger pumps. Lift and lower those arms. When you're heavy through the sternum. Big pumps, inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply, exhale fully. All the air comes out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Upper body is still. Nice bigger pumps. Anchor through the sternum. Inhale, exhale. There it is. Inhale, exhale. Overhead. Carriage comes all the way in. Straps coming to the left hand. Tees are up. Foot over two inside springs. Headrest is down. Hands are in the large loops. Legs come up to 90. We'll lower them to 45. As the arms press down, hips roll up and over. Lift the hips up to the ceiling. Roll down with control. Keep your eyes over keep your feet over your eyes. Press down, hips up and over. Roll. Lift, 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 lift. Paint your toes on the ceiling to the wall. Press, roll. Inner thighs, glutes are working. Keep those glutes working. Lift, lift, lift. One more time, I'm gonna give you a little bit more feedback here. Lift, and there's the work. Coordination. Inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, push. Exhale, exhale, all the air out. Inhale, push. Exhale, exhale. Release the shoulder blades. Don't let them draw together. Round. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Long box pulling straps. Rowing series, actually. Let's change that. Rowing series. Come all the way around. And take one of the springs down. Oops. Hold it for one moment. Spring came off. The same thing happened to me yesterday. And into the sternum. Tailbone pulls underneath you. Roll down. Arms to the side. Keep the carriage still. Dive the head to the knees. Hands back, up and over the head. Hold it here. Pull your hands into your sternum. Stay there. Go back down for a moment. Roll down. Arms out to the sides. Press. Scoop. Circle the arms around. Over. Pull the hands into the sternum. Stay in a C curve as you roll back down again. Try not to resettle. Arms out to the side. Dive forward. Arms out, around. Hands into the sternum and roll down. Set up for 90 degrees. Sitting up tall, pinch the sits bones together. Get even taller as your top of the sits bones. Reach your head to the top corner of the room. Head dives towards the ankles. Circle the arms around, back to the back. Circle around. Elbows pull back in front of your shoulders as you stack up, sitting tall. Pinch the sits bones, sit back. Perch taller, 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 taller. Reach your head to the top corner of the room. Arms reach as your arms circle around. Bend the elbows, stack the spine, sit up. Hinge back, get taller, pinch the sits bones. Getting even taller, reach the arms to the top corner of the room. Head as well. Head dives down to the knees. Circle the arms around. Hands come together behind you and then over your head and stack your spine up. Bring the straps back onto the silver pegs from the chest. Thumbs are on the bottom side of the straps. Elbows are pulled into the waist. Pinch the sits bones, sit up nice and tall. Pilates stance. Point the toes. Press out. Lift the arms to the top corner of the room. Lower them down. Tap the mat. Lift back up. Circle around. Chest stays wide. Press. Lift, lower, and circle. Collarbone stays wide. Press. Lower, lift, and circle. That's it. And press. Lower, lift, and circle. From the hips, press the arms down. Dive the head towards your knees. Slide your hands forward. Keep the carriage still. Stack your spine, vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Arms come up around and circle. Slide the hands down towards the mat. Nod your chin to your chest. Scoop the abdominal muscles. Feel that stretch in your spine. Keep the carriage still. Stack the vertebrae. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Arms come up. Circle around. And reach. Nod. Keep your hands in my hands as you stack your vertebrae. Carriage stays still. Slide down the back. Arms come up and over. Circling around. Shave the head. Take a moment. Cross your legs, okay? And then flip your hands so your hands are on the inside. And the hands come back behind your head. Hinge forward at the waist. Abs are tight. And press the arms forward in front and bend the elbows back. Hug the ribs to the scapula here, the scapula to the ribs. Those elbows are not going to be as wide. Keep them, bring them more narrow. And press. And push. The next time you press, keep your arms up there, coming to hug a tree. Arms come down to the side, switch your legs as well. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, press the arms together. Exhale, as the arms open. Inhale, press. Exhale. Ribs stay right over the hips. The collarbone is still wide. Switch your breath. Exhale as you press. Inhale, open. Press those knees down to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Oops. Sorry. Exhale. And inhale. One more time. And exhale. And inhale. Long box pulling straps. Take those straps, put them back in the silver pegs. Walk to the back of the carriage, or just grab that one. It's there, it works. It's closer. Lie down, grab the straps. Lower the legs down just a little bit and continue. That's it. Press. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Slide them down. Bring your head with you. Skin of the back of the neck lifts. Press. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Lift the skin of the back of the neck. Keep your legs out of it. Use your inner thighs, booty, belly, inner thighs. Pulling straps too. Slide your hands down the straps and press. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Press, lift. Lift your collarbone up to the ceiling as you press back. Press, lift the collarbone. Bring your head with you. And press. Backstroke. Keep the straps in your hand. Stand up. We're going to add a spring. So add a spring. Sit down at the front edge of the box. And roll down. Bring those knees in the tabletop. Hands are making a diamond. Knees are pulled in. Everything presses up to the ceiling. Open wide, press, hold. Pull everything in. Press up to the ceiling, push. Open wide, hold, find your picture. Pull everything in. And up, open, press. Not so high. That's it. And in, other direction, press. Open wide and pull in. And press, hold. Open wide and pull in. And push, hold, open wide, teaser. Straps coming to the left hand, teaser up, take off a spring. Ready, put those legs together in that transition. And make a T with those arms. Scoop, reach into the straps as the legs lift up. Lift them over those arms 3 times. Up and up. Reach a little higher with those arms. Reach to your toes, find that angle. This next time you get to roll down, reach. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen down. Legs get to relax for a moment. And we come right back up. Reach, reach, reach. Scoop those abdominal muscles, circle around, circle. 3 circles. We're going right back down, roll back down. We're not going to switch directions yet. Now we're switching directions, coming right back up. Reach into those straps, circle the other direction. 3, 2, and rolling down, take your stretch here. Drop the straps in the well, arms come over the head. Round first, so short box abdominal series. Here's your hold. Scoop the abdominal muscles, tailbone pulls underneath you. Coming back, rounding and come forward. Find the sits bones here as you're going down. Pull your abdominals away from my fingers as you're coming back up. Let this movement begin with the pelvis. The pelvis is rolling, and you're activating those sits bones flat. Lift those arms up to the ceiling. Hinge back, perch. Come right back up. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come back up. Watch that breath hold in the back here. Exhale all the air out. That's the work. Inhale, press. Exhale, perch. And inhale, reach. Exhale, perch, side to side. Reach to the side, sitting up tall. Fan these ribs to the side as you come up. And reach and fan the ribs, coming to the center. And fan, coming to the center. Inhaling as you reach. Twist, sitting up tall. Rotate, twist. Pull the tailbone underneath you as you rotate. Lower abdominals are pulling in and up, sitting up nice and tall. Perch, pull the tailbone underneath you. Sit up tall. Relax the shoulders. Bring that bar a little bit more in front of you. Press into the pinky fingers to bring the weight, bring it out of your shoulders. Climb a tree. Right knee pulls in towards the chest. 3 kicks up. Ankle. Tailbone pulls underneath you as you roll down. Leg is right over your hips. Walk down 3 steps. Roll down. 1, 2, 3. Right back up. 1, 2, 3. Rock forward. Readjust. And go right back down again. Sits bones are working here as well. That's been our connection for a class today. So as that one leg is up, we're focusing on those sits bones pulling together and walking back up. It's tree side. Grab the inside of the ankle, outside of the box, roll back. There's a stretch in the front of the hip here. Scoop the abdominals, roll back. Rolling right back up. Last time, roll back. Pull that knee nice and high as you come back up. And the heel comes high as you can to your thigh. Grab the side of the boxes and get your stretch. Other side. 3 kicks. Left sits bone is pulling to the right ankle. And roll back, walk down. Come right back up. And readjust, coming forward. Walk down. Come right back up. Keep this, yes. And going down. Coming right back up. Take your stretch. Take your stretch there. Coming right back up. Tree side, grab the inside of the ankle, outside of the box. abdominal muscles. Nice stretch here for the hip flexor, rolling up and over the leg. Scoop the abdominal muscles, roll back, coming up. Press that leg behind you even more, get that stretch. This time come in, keep that knee nice and high, pull the heel in towards your thigh, grab the sides of the box, get your stretch. Side sit-ups. Both hands behind the head. Find the fan of the ribs here. As you reach down to the whale, feel the fan of the ribs coming right back up. Going long and reaching down. Reach your head to the window and then your head to the floor. And your head reaches to the window and then to the floor. And head to the window on the floor. Take your stretch. Reach all the way down over the head. And flip around, grab the sides of the railings. Hands come back behind the head. Sit all the way up, other side. As little movement as possible as you make this rotation. Hands behind the head. Head to the window, then to the floor. So reach and reach long. And reach long and bend into the well. Keep your ribs away from my hand. Yes, that's gonna help the fan. And reach long and take your stretch. Grab the sides of the railing, rolling down. Hands behind the head coming up. Long stretch series. Mount the carriage for long stretch and begin. Oh, 1 second, I'm sorry. Before you mount the carriage, let me get over here. Mount the carriage for long stretch series and begin. Press up, pulling in. Sits bones connection here, nice and high in those toes. Inner thighs, booty belly, inner thighs. Pull this in. And booty belly, inner thighs. Down stretch. Push those hips forward as you come in. Release the heels. Press out, hold it out here for a moment, hold. Keep the weight of the carriage in those heels as the carriage comes in. Resist with your feet as the hips push forward, get taller and longer. Press out and resist. And press out and resist. Up stretch. Scoop the abdominal muscles, press back with the hips. The carriage brings you in. Scoop the abdominals, round the spine. Stay rounded here. Press back with the hips and bring the carriage in. Rib to scapula connection, eyes stay on the belly button. Keep your back pressing into my hand the entire time. The hips lift, do not lose this connection. Press back, coming in. Staying rounded in the thoracic. Press back and pulling in. Elephant, walk those feet forward. Flex the toes, so pull those toes off. And from your abdominal muscles, press back, lift up. Same thing is happening here. Drop the head a little bit more, lift up from the back of the ribs. So pull your ribs towards your scapula. Arabesque 1, hold the carriage in, walk your heels halfway up the shoulder rest, and the right leg lifts, 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 and press. The work is happening with the left leg, the back is not moving. Press into my hand even more here. Other leg, sweep it down and around, other leg comes through and lifts. Press into my hand. This leg is gonna lift a little higher, move from the core, and coming down. Arabesque 2, heels are down. Hold the carriage in, bring your right foot through, that's elephant, hold the carriage in, bring your right foot through, flex it, that just means I'm paying attention, scoop the abs, round, and bring the leg through, other side, flex, push, long back stretch, step down all the way off of the carriage, take a seat up on the foot bar, feet are on the shoulder rest, scoop the abdominal muscles, pelvis presses, bend your elbows, pelvis presses through, scoop the abs, come in, and bend the elbows, scoop the abs and come in. Keep this connected, scoop the abs and come in. Don't lose the sits bone, the heel connection. Let's switch, go back in the direction. Stay up, stay lifted, scoop, lower down, and come in, and scoop, lower down. Lower abs are working so much here. 3 tricep presses, hold it here, 3, and then step down all the way off of the carriage. Let's get rid of this sticky pad for stomach massage, please. I'm not getting rid of it, I mean slide it down. Yes. You read my mind. All right. So scoop the abs, press out, lower lift, and come in. Press out, lower lift, and come in. Pull the thighs up as you lift those heels. Find length from your ribs to your hips. There's space here. Not sinking, but getting longer and taller. It's a capital C, not a lowercase c. Chest is lifted. Carriage comes all the way in. And pull the carriage in. Lower abdominals, that's it. And in. And in. Lower abs are firing, getting taller, taller. And arms reaching. Press. In. Don't forget to pause. Come in, pause. Press out, come in, pause. Reach. Add your twist. Press out, rotate, and come in. Press out. Ring out the ribs. Pause at the top. Stop and pause. And press out. Come in. Pause and reach. Press out. Come in. Pause and reach. Press out. Come in. Pause and reach. Tendon stretch. Come all the way off of the carriage. Sticky paddle. Turn around. And without sitting on the carriage, bring your arches onto the edge of the carriage. Scoop the abdominal muscles. And the pelvis takes you down. Come right back up again. Booty, belly, inner thighs are working. Scoop the abdominal muscles, lift those hips. Scoop the abs, lift, press into the triceps. Semicircle. Bring the carriage all the way in, step down off of the carriage. Stick your pad to the front of the carriage. Head rest down. Roll those hips up. Bring your feet into the small loops. Yep. Short. Arms are down by your sides. And when you're ready, press out. Hips up and over. Pull those knees into the shoulder rest. Each vertebrae by vertebrae comes down onto the carriage. Push. Inner thighs, booty, belly, inner thighs. Press. Pull in. Roll, roll, roll. Sits bones and glutes fire. Come up and over. Pull the knees in. And roll, 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 roll. Stretch those legs out right away. Scoop to come up. Pull those knees in. Straps off of your feet for semicircle. Carriage comes in, feet on the foot bar. Hands onto the shoulder rest. Scooch down. Try to keep that carriage as still as possible. Take a moment, get this stretch. And ribs, middle back, hips sink down into the well. Roll up and roll down into the well. One vertebrae at a time. Release, slide the hips and come right back in other direction. Press out. Roll down. This next time, hold it out there. Ribs come first, then the mid back, then the lower back. Finally, the hips come to the springs and we slide the carriage in. Press out, push. Ribs, mid back, lower back, hips. Come in, take your stretch. Lift those hips up. Circle the arms around. For the front of the hips opening, let it feel good. Chest expansion. Slide back onto the carriage. And let's sit up. I'll grab the straps for you. Feet are just a little bit over the edge of the carriage. Shoulders, ribs, hips are stacked. Find your inner thigh connection here. Even though your legs are not touching, where is the inner thigh connection? Press. Look, look. Exhale all the air out as the carriage comes in. Inhale, press. Exhale. And exhale all the air out. Inhale, press. Exhale all the air out. Lean into the wind here a little bit more.
Sorry.
No,
Lost it. Lost the connection. Sorry.
I asked you to lean into the wind. That's good. And press. Look, look. And press. Look, look. Thigh stretch. Reach back, add a spring. Sticky paddle, come onto the spring so your ponytail doesn't get stuck. Find the glutes, inner thighs, abs. Hinge back. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, lift your chest, arch, and come right back up to the top. Press back. Inner thighs are working. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, lift your chest up to the ceiling. Let your head go. Nod the chin to the chest, round your spine to come back up. Find your flat line first, then the glutes bring you up. And press out, press back. As you go down, shoulder blades slide down your back, lift your chest. Nod your chin to your chest, find your flat line first. Everything works as you come right back up. Kneeling arms facing forward. Kick off springs, feet are up against the shoulder rests. Inner thighs, belly are working here as you press those arms forward and the arms come back. And the arms push forward and you're leading into the wind here again. Push from the abdominal muscles. Reach from the abdominals. Keep the arms up there, circle around to the sides. 3 circles, a little bit bigger. Reach coming down, trying to find that point of control. How big can your circles be while staying in control? Snake, carriage comes all the way in, straps back onto the silver pegs. Do you want the sticky pad?
I think I'm good.
Okay. So hand up, actually step down for a moment. Hand comes onto the shoulder rest first. Then your hand comes onto and then your other hand, and then your foot. Yes, exactly. And you bend your elbows, inner thighs working together to bring that outside leg up. Scoop the abdominal muscles, press the hips forward. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, nod the chin to your chest, scoop your abs, come up, round. And the hips press you forward. Slide the shoulder blades down your back, hold the carriage still as you round first, and then coming in, twist, press out, hips drop, nod the chin to the chest, scoop your abs, and come in. Now watch that hand. Make sure that that hand stays underneath your shoulders. So press out, hand stays underneath your shoulder as before you twist. Now lift the hips up, scoop the abdominal muscles, come in, and step down, other side. Hand onto the shoulder rest first, and then the foot comes onto the foot bar. Other foot, inner thighs are working together. As you press, scoop the inner thighs, and now we press out. Now the chin to the chest, around the spine. Find your scoop first before you pike. And coming out, find your scoop first, lifting up from the abdominal muscles, pressing the coming in, and twist. Coming out, drop the hips, lift the chest, so hips come back up again, round it, come back in. And again, drop the hips, watch that bottom arm, that's underneath your shoulder before you twist. And then the hips pike up, scoop the abdominal muscles, stepping down off for corkscrew. Let's add a spring. Hands are on the silver pegs. Legs up to the ceiling. Lift up, eyes are right over underneath your toes and circle down, around, coming up to lift, and coming down, circling around to lift. Up, find that lift, and down, around. Inner thighs, the butt is working to get this to happen. Right away, inner thighs, push the hips forward. That's it, coming down. And inner thighs, push the hips forward, long spine massage. Grab the straps behind you, roll the hips up, bring the feet into the large loops. Arms are down by the sides. Find that tricep connection here. The legs press out long. Booty, belly, inner thighs work. Lift those legs straight up and open to the sides, press down, keep the hips lifted, keep pressing, paint a line down the wall with your legs. Legs come together. Does not have to come that high. Press out, open, press. Come together. Before you lift this time, lift your hips first. Find the glutes first. Now you lift up. That's it. Now you lift up. Stop there. Open, press. It doesn't have to be that high. Other direction. Legs come up, lift, come together, and lower, reach, and out to the sides. Glutes first. Reach into those toes. Lift up. It's fine. And coming together. And open, lift, coming together, and pressing down, frog. Press out to come in. Press out and pull in. Let the spine settle. Massage your hip joints. Press out a little bit lower with those legs. Reach into the straps. And circles. Press out, open. Massage the hips. Torso is still. Work from the hips. Work from the joint. Other direction. Coming out of the straps. Knee stretch series. Coming off the carriage, foot bar up. Scoop the abdominal muscles. Find that stretch between the shoulder blades. Work the carriage out, resist in. Work out, resist. Push and pull. Push and flatten, lift the chest, widen the collarbone. Press out, resist. Press out, resist. Arms are straight. Round spine, knees lifted. Scoop the abs, hover the knees. Press, scoop, lift. Knees are pulling to your shoulders. Pull your knees to your shoulders. Hold the carriage in, step down off of the carriage. Running at all the springs. Lying right back down. Press out, push, lower, lift. Pause at the top, pause. Hold it here, both feet are up, both feet are up. Hold, and lower one heel down. And lift both feet back up again. Lift, and lower. And lift, pause, and lower. Lift, pause. You're focusing on the up more than the down. Think up, and up. And remember, we already stretched our calves, so you're more focused on stretching those shins. Up, get the stretch, and then release a second. Up, release only for a moment, and up, and up, and up, and up. Carriage comes all the way in, pelvic lift. Roll those hips up, push. We're right back to the inner thighs. We're right back to the sits bones. You're pressing from that place of stability. Push. Lower the hips down just an inch. That's it. Trying to be in a nice neutral pelvis here with the pubic bone and hips on the same line. Wrap. Two more. Lower down a little bit more, make it a little bit flatter. Yep. Drop your pubic bone down to the floor. That's the work last time. Come all the way in. Side splits. Foot bar will come down. Take off the two springs. Staying onto the carriage. And heel toe the other foot out to the side. Arms will come out to a T. Shoulders are relaxed down. Press out 3 counts. Hold, hold, hold. Pull in with control. Resist, resist, resist. And keep the carriage in for 3, 2, 1. And push. Like someone's almost resisting you to press out. And you're going to hold it there. And now like you're pulling your legs through jelly. Pull in. And hold, 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 hold. And push with resistance. Pushing through mud this time. And holding, holding, holding. Pulling in. And let's come off to the other side. So pull that heel toe in. Other foot comes onto the carriage. Turn and face the other direction. Foot onto the wood. Heel toe the other foot out to the side. Abs are pulling in and up. Press. And hold. Pull the carriage in. And hold. Push out through that mud. And now you're stuck in concrete and you're holding, 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 and you're pulling back in through that mud and holding, holding, holding. Those lower abs stay connected. Press out and hold, hold. Relax the shoulders, coming in. It's just the legs movement, legs and abs working. Press out, hold, 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 coming in, and hold, hold, hold. Hold the carriage in, heel toe that foot in. Other foot comes onto the carriage. Turn to face the football first before you step down off of the carriage. Good. All right, front splits. Sticky pad back to the headrest. One foot on, heel toe, the other foot back to the side. Now I'm holding the carriage, bring those hands back behind your head. Scoop the abdominal muscles, and we press out with that front leg, driving in. And push, and pull. Hands come down, front lunge. Drop that back knee. Glutes, inner thighs are working. Resist the carriage, just like in down stretch. So this back leg is keeping the carriage out there as long as possible, and you're pulling the carriage in with that front leg. Front leg is doing all the work. Smalls. Lift your chest. And just the back leg is working now. Push for 3. Inner thighs are pulling together to keep those heels nice and hips nice and square, and get your stretch. Other leg. Stand on the carriage, other foot comes onto the foot bar, heel toe your foot back, and both hands come back behind the head. I'm gonna, bring your hands back down on the foot bar for a moment. Make this foot a little less turned out. There we go. Now bring your hands back behind your head. There. And press out, push, and pull in. Pull the inner thighs together here. So think about this inner thigh pulling to that fake inner thigh that's over there, as if it was behind you. Lift the back skin of this knee up a little bit more. And press out, pull in. Lunges, arms come down to the foot bar, heel comes on, drop that knee. find the heel connection so you can press out and resist as the carriage comes in. Really pull the carriage in with that front leg. Press out, pull the carriage in, lower abdominals are pulling in and up, push and pull smalls. Lift the chest, flat back, arm, press out, and just the back leg is working. And the arm comes up and over. Fan the ribs, get your stretch. Step off for Russian splits. Hands onto the shoulder rest, foot comes on first. All right, press that carriage out there. Bend that front knee and push. Scoop those abdominal muscles. Back to the sits bone connection here. Think about this inner thigh lifting, exactly. And the hips are staying connected. Hands off, bring that carriage in. Hands come back behind the head and press out and pull in. Push and pull. Stabilize through this back leg. Lift, keep lifting. Pull away from my hand. Russian splits 3. Bring those hands back down. Carriage comes all the way in. Pop your foot higher up on the shoulder rest. And keep your chin to your knee as you press out and pull in. And pushing out, pulling in. Both legs are working here. The more you lift your abs, the more you're going to feel stretch in that left hip flexor. Other side. Sticky pad moves over, foot places first. And press the carriage out for the knee to be right underneath, the ankle right underneath the knee, and push. Skin of the back knee lifts up. Abs are working. Pulling away from that front thigh. And Russian splits number 2, I have the carriage. Bring the hands back behind the head and push out and pull in. Lift, lift, lift. That's the work. Keep lifting away from my hand. Back of the knee is straight. Coming in, Russian splits 3. Walk, let the carriage come in and then hop the foot up. Nose to knee, slide out, pull in, slide out, pull the carriage in. Last stretch, carriage comes all the way in. Step down, off of the carriage. Let's get this spine corrector and work a little bit more on this booty, belly, inner thigh connection. Start with the leg series. So to mount the barrel, sit on top of the arc there, and walk your feet up onto the ledge. Right knee pulls in towards your chest. Now hold on for a moment. Scoot your hips forward a little bit more on the front of the barrel so you're going to be supported. Now roll down from there. And go ahead and let that left leg join your right leg up in there. All right. Let's get set here. Scooch back some so that your arms are straight. So scooch back, that's it. How do you feel there? You could scooch back a little bit more until your arms are straight. I would keep going. Just your lower back is going to be touching it. It's different up here. For a moment, how does that feel? Is that better? Okay. We won't be here forever, I promise. Take a moment and let's find the torso. Let's find our anchor, our powerhouse. So the ribs are pulling down. I'm not going to touch, but there's that connection. The sits bones are anchored. So even though you're not on a usual flat surface, that's still working. The sits bones are still working. Find a reach of your legs out of the hips as we go to circles. Your legs are going to reach out of the hips, open to the sides, and lift up. And reach long out of the hips, open to the sides, and lift. Reach long, open, and lift. Reach long, open. Other direction. Out to the sides, press. And out to the sides, and press. Again, we're anchoring from the powerhouse. The legs are an extension of how much you can stay anchored. So all of this is as quiet as possible. Scissors. Bring the legs back to the center, and the one leg will reach down and switch. And switch. Hold it here for a moment. Find the inner thigh connection. Press your hands exactly. Now try to keep the inner thigh connection as you switch. This is the same inner thigh connection that we find for climb a tree. And the sits bones are working together here. Your legs are passing like ships in the night. There's controlled, what's the word, the magnets pull together. There's controlled force. Let's go to walking. Both legs come together and walk. One passes and then the next, then the next, and then the next. A little bit smaller. So as you're coming up, pass, yeah. And coming right back down. And reaching from the hips, reaching from the glutes as you come right back up. Find that length. We're gonna add on to the leg circles with coming up on the head. Does that sound okay? The work begins with the legs going down. As the legs come down, the abdominal muscles are gonna work. Shoulder blades slide down your back. You come up onto the top of the head as much as possible. And then we release back down again. Lengthen the neck back down as you come all the way back and the legs lift up. And lower the legs down, slide the shoulder blades down your back, inner thighs, glutes are working together. Coming right back again. We'll make a circle out of this. The legs will go to the sides. First, press as they come together. Lift, slide the shoulder blades down your back. And the legs come right back up as the body simples back in again. Open, press, lift, and coming together. Let's add a rollover to this. We'll add the rollover with the other direction. So let the legs come up over, hips will roll up and over. Roll back down all the way to your 45. As you come to your 45, the head will slide back up off of the carriage. Legs go out to the sides and circle back around as you find yourself back center. Hips roll up and over. Oops, it's there. And roll back down. Let the open around, lift, and coming right back. I think that was the wrong direction. Let's do it one more time.
Sorry.
So legs going up and over. Legs come down as one line. Reach, reach, reach into the legs. Head comes up, reach, lift, circle the legs around, and slide right back. Rolling in and out to come out of the barrel. Pull those knees into your chest. Begin to make that smiley face with the hips. One side, then the other. Hands come to the front of the barrel right by your hips and begin to push the barrel out from underneath you as you roll up. Take a moment, let the legs lay long on the barrel and get that nice stretch. We did a little bit of extension this way. Let's do some extension on your stomach. Still working on this idea of reaching out of the hips from a place of stability. So we're going to do a little bit of grasshopper. Bring your that sounds okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're laying down on the arc, or sorry, on the small barrel, the spine corrector. Go ahead and lay down with your hips on top of the spine corrector. Bring your hands in front of you. Elbows are in towards you. This movement begins with the elbows bending. So bend the elbows, the chest comes low. Bend the knees, pull the heels in towards your butt. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Beat the legs open and close 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let the legs lower, press your arms up as you lift your chest. Hold this here for a moment. Slide your shoulder blades down your back, lift the skin of the neck even more. So this is happening, this is sliding, this is happening. Without losing this. That's the work. Bend the elbows, come back down, the knees bend. Extend the legs up to the ceiling. Without losing the lower back, 6 beats. Press, lift the chest, slide the shoulder blades down your back, shine your diamond necklace to the ceiling, come right back down, bend those elbows. Beat. Open, close, 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 close. Press, lift. Back to the booty, belly, inner thighs. Bend those elbows. Bend the knees. Extend straight up. Keep your thighs away from my hand. Open, close. You're working from the butt. You're working from the butt. And press. Lift the chest. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. We have one more of these. Bend those elbows. Lift. And press. Open, close. Open, close. Extend the back of those legs even more. Back of the legs opening to the ceiling. Press. And press up. Take your stretch. And then slide down off of the barrel. Take a second and stretch over the barrel. Let your body rest for a moment. Step down off of the spine corrector. I'm gonna give you a little bit more flexion here after all that extension. So moving into the roll down bar, one arm roll down with the stretch. So the feet are up against the shoulder rest, cross the arms. Pelvis begins this work, roll down. Left arm reaches over your head, left leg crosses over the right leg. Cross the leg all the way over, that's it. Look towards that side, feel the ribs fanning. Take that left arm, bring it underneath the right. Nod your chin to your chest, round the come up, scoop the abdominal muscles. Each vertebrae peels as you dive forward and roll right back down. Right arm comes over the head, right leg, fan those ribs, shoulders are attached. Right arm comes underneath the left and roll up, scoop the abdominal muscles. Let's do that again to the other side. Pelvis takes you down. Shoulder blades are still separating. This leg is over the other. Bring that leg over. And bring the arm underneath you. Hold it there for a moment. Let your chin come towards your chest. Feel your shoulder blades separating as you come up. It's going to help you get that nice rounded position. Switch arms. Oh, sorry, don't switch arms. Roll back down. Tailbone pulls underneath you. Keep the shoulder blades stretching as you come down. That's it. Circle, reach, and coming right back around. Rolling to come up. One more each side, pulling the tailbone underneath you. Cross the leg over, side stretch. Nod the chin to the chest, rounding to come up, scoop the abdominal muscles. Tailbone pulls you under as you go back down and reach. Rounding, come all the way up. So moving from this to some standing work. Let's actually keep, we'll put this away, and start with a little bit, Actually, I want to start off first with some standing arms with the roll down bar, and then move into boxing and butterfly. Go ahead and stand on the carriage facing this direction, and the bar will come over. We'll start first with push-ups, heels together, toes apart, shoulders are relaxed down. Purpose of doing this is to work on that seat connection with the back to the legs straight. So before you even move, feel the heels pulling down towards the floor, feel the back to the legs pressing towards my hand. Tailbone just pulls underneath you. Find your lean to the wind and press. And pull those elbows in. Body staying lean into the wind, ribs are back, abs are pulling in and up. Shoulders are relaxed, push. And push, lower abs. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, we forgot balance control front and back. That's why we're so early. Okay. Stink. Okay. Well, there's no reason to finish it.
Why? You can still finish.
I can finish. Well, yeah, but I missed the 2 exercises.
Yeah, but you can miss 4, right?
I don't know how many I can miss for teaching. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, so press, push, and we'll add the lift and lower. So press out, lift, and lower, and lift. Keep those ribs stacked over the hips, shoulders are over the heels. And going to shape the head. So bring your hands together behind your back or behind your head, hinge forward, push. And push. Inner thighs are working, abs are pulling in and up. Do 2 more here. Press, go to boxing first. Just going to take this. Heels together, toes apart. And without rotating your shoulders or your hips, press one leg arm forward than the other. So push and push. The goal is to push to the same point. So even as you're working to keep everything still, both hands are reaching towards the same position. Root down from that anchor, so the glutes are working. You're pressing down through the heels, back to the legs are stretched, back to the legs are stretched. Push and push. Let's take this into butterfly. Stay leaning into the wind as you reach to your side. Arms come out to a T and reach the other direction. And reach. And reach. And one more each side. All right, coming out of this, walking over to the let's go over to the ladder barrel for just a little bit of forward stretch. So we're going to come over here for a backward stretch. So stand in front of the barrel here. This is probably going to be a little bit too far away for you. So stand in front of the barrel, let your heels hug the outside of the railings. So all the way to the outside. All the way to the outside of the railings, yeah, sorry, and hug in. Hips are touching. Start with the forward fold first. So nod the chin to the chest, scoop the abdominal muscles. Reach your hands forward towards the floor. Your hips can come off of the barrel as you reach forward. Begin to roll back up. Pull your tailbone underneath you. Feel your body begin to slide backwards, one vertebrae in the next. As your head goes, reach back behind you, look for the ladder. And nod to bring your hands back up off of the ladder barrel and roll back down, scoop your abs and dive forward. Tailbone pulls underneath you as you come back up.